Yeah, welcome to Monday. Um, we would focus a little bit on side bodies and back bodies today, maybe some stuff that we haven't done for a while. So let's start on our backs in constructive rest. So if you lay back with your knees bent, feet on the floor, if that feels good to you, and just take a moment to settle in. Yeah. Just check in, notice anything that you're bringing with you to class today, whether it's aches and pains, a little tension or tightness. Maybe you're a little hungry. Maybe you've just eaten lunch. Just noticing whatever's going on inside. And then bring your attention to your heart. Just see if you can notice your heartbeat wherever you feel it in your body. That might not be at your chest, that might be other places. Or maybe it's just hard to feel it today, and that's okay too. Just see if you can zero in, get curious. And then notice your breath. How are you breathing today? Where do you feel your breath? Maybe at your chest or your belly or the tickle of air at your nose or somewhere else. Just hold your attention there for a few breaths. Good. And then just keeping that nice, relaxed breath, however you're breathing. Float your arms up toward the ceiling on an inhale. Maybe they reach all the way overhead, maybe they don't. And exhale and back down by your sides. See if you can use your entire inhale to float the arms up and the whole exhale to float them back down. Do that a few times. Let's do one more like that. And then float your arms back down by your sides. On your next inhale, I invite you to lift your hips the same time you lift your arms. Come up into a bridge, reach your arms overhead, reach your knees away from your face, maybe squeeze your glutes. Exhale everything back down. Well, let's do three more like that, just at your own pace. Good. When you're done with that last one, with that third bridge, go ahead and keep your hips down, but float your arms up overhead and swing them out to the sides, snow angel arm style. Back down to your sides. We'll do two more like that. Inhaling up, exhaling around. This last one's a little different. Inhale up, exhale around, float your head up, and have a look at your knees. Just hang out here. One big breath. And then let your body float back to the floor. Take your feet, walk them out a little bit wider. Let your knees drop together. See how that feels to your hips today. And then start to let your hips sway or your knees sway side to side. Checking in, noticing if one side moves more easily than the other today. If maybe they're about the same. Good. Come back to that center place. Parallel your feet again. Float one leg up, shin parallel to the ceiling. The other leg up, parallel to the ceiling. Yeah, we're going to do some toe drops here. So we're just going to take toes and drop them down and then pull them back up on one side and then on the other side. Maybe focus on drawing your lower abs a little bit in and a little bit up. Good. And then hold that here. Let your upper body float up. Reach your arms away. Head can be up. And if your neck gets tired, put it back down. We're going to start to pump our arms, Pilates style. And we'll inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. If you like, take your legs down an inch, maybe 2 inches. Keep the breath going. Good. And if it's available today, maybe drop a couple more inches. Good. And then bring your knees all the way and give them a good squeeze. Keep your right knee, take your left leg out long on the mat. Yep. Take your right foot up to the sky. If that means you bend your left leg, that's totally fine. It might feel good to circle an ankle. Get out all the snap, crackle, pops. And then cross that right leg over your left leg. Take your right hand and give it a little help into external rotation. We're not forcing it. Or feel free to grab your left leg and come into a lying pigeon, either with a straight leg or bent leg. Yep. Go ahead and keep that left leg. Take your right leg long on the mat. Give your left knee a little squeeze. And then reach your left foot up to the sky. If that means you bend your right leg, that's fine. Circle that ankle. See what we find there. And then go ahead and cross your left leg over your right knee. Bending the right leg, take your left hand, give it a little help. Notice if this side is different. And if you like, grab your right leg and straighten that leg up or keep it bent. And draw both knees into your chest again. Bring your head up, reach your hands toward your ankles, double leg stretch here. We're going to inhale, reach the legs and arms, and then snow angel your arms around. Inhale, exhale, brings the legs in. 3 more. Good. Last one. From here, bring your hands behind your head. This isn't a mistake. Take your left elbow toward your left knee. See how that is. Notice if you automatically go across your body. That's normal. And then switch sides. Just because that's what we more typically do. Right elbow to right knee, left elbow to left knee. Maybe add some breath. Let's exhale every time a leg is long. Inhale as you switch. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and drop your feet down to the mat again. Turn your head side to side and release your neck. And then we're going to bring the upper body up and just reach one hand to each ankle, just kind of back and forth, little penguin walk here with our upper bodies. We'll go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come on back to center. Let your neck rest and float your hips up into a bridge. We're going to hold this one this time. Reach your knees away from your face. Maybe squeeze the glutes. If you like, you could lace your fingers beneath your hips. You could turn your shoulders back. Those are fair. And let's release the arms. Bring your right knee in. Straighten that leg up to the sky. We're just going to hold it today. Let's hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg down. We'll take the left leg up and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring that leg down. Draw your knees into your chest again. One more thing while we're here on our backs. Straighten your right leg from here. Take your left leg out long. We'll do some scissors. So left leg gets 2 little pulses, and then we switch. So you can exhale, exhale, inhale as you switch. Let's go 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Draw your knees into your chest. Give them a good squeeze. We're not going to stand up yet. Go ahead and turn on one side. If you place your head down on your arm, you can bend your arm or you can keep it straight. Bring your legs out in front of you and anchor whatever little toe is touching the floor. Anchor that toe to the floor. We're going to float the other leg up, kick it to the front, and then kick it to the back. The idea here is everything else stays exactly where it is, and we're just moving from that hip. There's some breath. Let's inhale, 2, and exhale, 2. Inhale, 2. Exhale. 2 more like that. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Go ahead and straighten your legs out. So now we're one long line on the mat. Turn your top leg out just a little bit and kick it up to the sky. Flex your ankle, pull it back down. We'll go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to lift both legs. I like to take my arm up overhead and then lift legs and upper body and just reach your top arm towards your feet and then drop it down. We'll go 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold this last one up. Just hang out there for a sec. If it's available, start to flutter, kick your feet. We'll go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1. Good. Drop it back down. Take your top leg and just drop it over. It's a nice stretch for the hip. Good. Staying with this side, go ahead and press yourself up so that you're sitting, but leaning toward that side. Something different. So if you take your top leg, cross it over your bottom ankle. We're going to stabilize the shoulder. You could stay right here and stretch, right? Or you could press up. Make a big rainbow with your body. Good. And then go ahead and switch legs over to the other side, and we'll come down on this side. All right, take your bottom leg, anchor that little toe. Top leg gets to kick. We'll kick 2 to the front and 2 to the back. Inhale. Good. Yeah, and that top arm, it could be on your hip. It could be fingertips to the floor. You could put it on your head. You choose. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2 to the back. Inhale. 2 more. Good. Go ahead and straighten your legs out. Top leg gets a little bit of turnout. We'll kick that leg up to the sky and then resist on the way down for 8, 7, 4. Check in with the breath. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Taking the top arm up if that feels good to you, and then lift your legs and your upper body. There's 8, 7. Big exhale to come up. 4, 3. Good. Hold this last one up if you like. Flutter kick here for 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you come back down, let that top leg drop over. A little stretch for the hip. And then we'll press up on this side. So let's take a second to set this up. Top foot's crossed over the bottom, ankles are crossed here. This leg that's on the ground, that's the arm that's going to support us. Okay. The other one gets the elbow, right? And you could just stretch here or you could press up. Let's stabilize the shoulder before we move. And then a big inhale takes us up. Exhale down. Now lift. Good. Last one. Nice. And then come on down to your belly. Just for a sphinx. So press your arms down into the mat. Press the tops of your feet down into the mat. Pull your lower abs a little in and a little bit up. And then just hang out here a few breaths. Good. Let your upper body drop down, arms to the sides. We're going to press up into a baby cobra and then see if we want to go any higher. So stick with the baby cobras, which is just barely pushing with the hands. Or come up a little higher. Just check in and see how that feels. Good. This time, press up, find all fours with a neutral spine. And then little cat-cow. Start tiny. And then gradually let your motion get a little bigger. Maybe exhaling into cat and inhaling to cow. Maybe add some organic movement. Find those tight places. And walk yourself back into a child's pose. Knees could be wide, toes could be together. If it feels better to you to keep your legs parallel, that's fine too. Just breathe into your back. And then come back up to all fours. Stick our toes, a super simple thing. Take your toes, turn them under. You could stay with cat cow, or if you want a little core challenge, just pick your knees up off the mat. And then check in with your breath. Good. Go ahead and plant those knees back. Drop your hips back on an exhale. Let's rock forward on an inhale, maybe past center if that feels good to your wrists. Lift your hips, press them more back than up, but crouching down dog. Inhale your knees back to the mat. Beautiful. Exhale back. Inhale, rocking forward. Exhale, lift your hips, crouching down dog. Check in with your shoulders. Inhale back to the mat. One more like that. Exhaling back. Inhale forward. Exhale, lift the hips. Inhale, knees back to the mat. Walk your hands out just a little bit. Turn your toes under. Find your first downward dog of this session. Maybe you've done a few already earlier today. Let your knees walk a little bit. So we're taking one heel and then the other toward the mat. And then let your right leg float up to the sky. If you like that hip opener, go ahead and drop that foot across the other leg. Good. And float it back down. We'll do the same on the other side, floating up. And drop that foot back down. Tippy toe yourself up to your hands. Forward fold. Hands could be on thighs or on the floor. Let your knees bend a whole lot. Really slowly, because we're upside down a bit. Roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Let's circle shoulders forward. And circle one and then the other. Good. Reverse that circle and back. Nice. And then both together. All right. Come all the way to the top of your mat. Bring your feet parallel, knees a little bit bent. Draw your spine up tall. Doing something different today. Press your feet down into the floor. Keep your knees a little bit bent. Draw your spine up tall. Draw your chin in just a little bit. Turn your palms out and feel, see if you can feel your upper back. Feel that place between your shoulder blades. Good. Keep that. Inhale your arms up. Land them in cactus. And we'll squeeze back, upper back, and then exhale, release that. You can make this a little bit bigger. You could lift your heart if that feels good today. You could bend your knees, like a traction. Inhale to expand. Exhale. Two more like that. Good. Let's take both arms up. A big inhale. Exhale, fold, bending from the hips. Yep, until you can't go any farther, and then go ahead and let your back round. Come to half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Sit yourself back to chair, wherever feels good to you today. Check in with your toes. Make sure you can see them as you bend your knees. We'll inhale up. Option to dive forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Sitting back to chair. Maybe this chair is a little lower, or maybe not. Good. Inhale up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Sitting back in chair, hang out there for a minute. You could stay right here. You could take your left elbow over towards your right knee. If you like the twist, you could also open your arms wide if that feels good to your shoulders. Yeah, good. All just options. Bring your hands back to center. Let's come all the way up before we go to the other side. And we'll sink it back down. This side doesn't have to be the same. What would feel good on this side? Option to take the elbow across. Option to open the arms. Good. And bring it back to center. And we'll inhale all the way up. Good. Bring hands heart center. We're going to come down into a chair, but just for a second. But you could also stand up to get into this. We're going to float right leg up and then step back into a lunge. Yeah. Let's do a big inhale up. Open to cactus, just like we did before, but sink your body down and then let your back round. And open. Maybe lift the heart. We're in this funny balance position in a lunge. Exhale. Inhale to open. Good. One more like that. Take your back foot now, turn it out to that nice, comfortable position. Take your arms to the sky, warrior one. Let's bring hands heart center. Float them back up, poke a hole in the ceiling. Exalted warrior. Open them up to warrior two. Yeah, do what you need to do with that back foot to get this new position. Bring your shoulders up, drop them down, lift them up. Get one more like that. All right, hang out here. Reach your fingertips away, but also think of pulling your shoulder blades together. So the whole back is engaged, whole arm is engaged, legs are engaged. Keep your strong legs. Let your arms go. Turn your palms up. Okay. Somebody just came and put some heavy trays on your hands. Grab those heavy trays, draw them in towards your shoulders. Feel your upper back. Good. Slide them all the way back out. Take your front hand to the sky, peaceful warrior. Good. Cartwheel down, frame that front foot. Step back to plank. You could drop to your belly or you could drop halfway. We'll come to up dog or baby cobra. Hang out here for a breath. Nice. Exhale, down dog. Let your legs walk again. Yeah, and then tippy toe to your hands. Little forward fold. Let your knees bend a whole lot. Roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Yeah, we'll inhale up. Bring hands heart center. Good. Let's sit back to our chair on this side. And then let your left foot float. Step it back to your lunge. We'll bring arms to the sky. Good. Open them to cactus as you sink into this a little bit. Feel your upper back. And then let that go. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, let it go. One more. Good. Adjust your back foot. Reach your arms to the sky. Warrior one. Bring hands heart center. Poke a hole in the ceiling. Exalted warrior. And open to warrior two. Same deal on this side. Strong legs, right? We're engaging our core muscles, lower abs a little in and a little up. Reach your fingertips away, but also get that feeling of drawing your arms towards your spine. Keep all of it, except let your arms go. Soften your arms. And then we get the heavy trays. Hang on to those. Pull them in towards your shoulders. Good. We'll send them all the way back out. Take your front hand to the sky, peaceful warrior. Beautiful. Cartwheel down, frame your foot. Step back to plank. Your choice, halfway or all the way. Inhale, up dog or baby cobra. Hang out here for a breath. Exhale, down dog. Good. Let's come down to the mat. Shake your wrists out a little bit. We're going to play with a back plank for just a little bit. So shake your fingers out. A lot of options with this one. Option one is just to sit. Keep your feet on the floor. Reach your arms back and lift your heart. There's our option one. Option two is to let your knees bend. Lift your hips and lift your heart. Good. Either of those is good, or walk your legs out into a plank. Good. Let's drop it down wherever we are. We'll do one more round. Let's take just a nice seated forward fold to rest. So pick any of those. If you're doing the plank, you could, or the back straight leg plank, you could also kick a foot a few times. Totally up to you. I'll cue it, but do any of those that feel good and feel good to your shoulders today. So we'll plant our hands. Notice that if you turn your fingers back, for me, it makes me lock my elbows. So maybe consider bringing your fingertips out to the side or even pointing them toward your toes if that feels okay to your wrists. Pick your plank. Come on up. Good. If you're into the kicks, maybe do a couple on one side, let that go, a couple on the other side, and switch. Good. Enough of that. Let's bring feet together and let it go. Nobody likes that one. All right. For our hips, leave one leg there, pick the other one up. This is going to get a little silly. Take your leg and just rock it side to side. See how that feels. If that feels great and doesn't make you lean way far back, you could consider cradling the leg. Yeah, and you could be still with that or you could rock it. Good. That leg that we're holding, take that leg out to the side. Let it be straight. Bring your hand inside that leg. Option to bring another arm across the horizon or over the top for a side bend. Good. You could take this hand that's sticking out up here, put it behind your hip. You could just take a bend, or you could take this hand and you could push yourself up into another hip stretch. Yep, just like that. Good. We'll come back to center and take your other leg and start just holding it kind of away from you. See how that feels. Away from you might be here, and that's totally fine. And then knowing that this side might be completely different than the other side. Maybe cradle it. Does anybody find that one side just, that they don't feel the same side to side? Yeah, and then this leg that we're cradling, let's straighten it out to the side. Sit up tall, bring your arm inside that leg. Other arm can come across the horizon or over the top. Good. And then option to take that arm down and swing the other one up. And come all the way back down. Nice. Come and just crisscross if that's suitable for you, or bring your legs out straight. We're going to take arms up to the sky, big inhale. Bring your right hand down to the mat. Left hand reaches a little taller, and we'll walk it out to the side. Yeah, it's as if we're reaching up to the corner of the ceiling. And if this feels really good, maybe take it a little more diagonal. Bring your chest down toward that knee. And we'll come all the way up. We're going to take a twist to the other side. Yep, so right hand comes across. And come on back to center. Let's take both arms up again. Let your left arm drop down. Right arm reaches up. Left arm reaches out. Nice. If you like the diagonal stretch, bring your chest a little closer to that left knee. And we'll come all the way up. Take a twist. Left hand comes across. Come back to center. We spend a little time on our wrists, so take your wrists, circle them out. Good. Place your fingers. Let your left hand rest and let your right hand circle the left around. If your right hand is dominant, this probably feels pretty easy. You can circle it the other way. And switch. Left hand now gets to circle the right hand. See if the right hand will allow that if you're right-handed. Maybe switch direction. Good. Keep your fingers laced, turn them inside out. Sit up really tall. Yeah, you can take them up if that feels good to you. We'll bring them back down, switch them over, bring your hands to prayer. Open up a book like the back covers are the covers are gonna go together. Turn them upside down. Yeah, you could swing them all the way through. That works. We'll bring it back up, close the book. Let's do that one more time. We'll open the book, turn the fingers down. Good. And take your hands out to the side. Goofy thing. Take your thumbs and touch your little fingers. Touch your first fingers. Touch your ring finger. Touch your middle finger. Touch your little fingers. First finger, ring finger, middle finger, little finger, first finger, little finger, first finger, ring finger, middle finger, little finger, first finger, ring finger, middle finger. Shake it out. Nice. And then come on over back to your back. Let's take one really nice long stretch, long body stretch. Arms can be overhead. They could be in cactus if that feels better to shoulders. You could just lay them on your belly. But we're reaching crown of the head to the toes or fingertips to the toes. And then without turning on your left side, move your legs over to the left. Move your arms over to the left, kind of slide them across the floor. And if you want a little bit more stretch, take your left leg and cross it over, or your right leg, cross it over your left leg. Yeah. And then breathe into your right rib cage. Good. Let your feet uncross, walk them back to center, reset. Just kind of notice side to side. And then walk your legs over to the right. Slide your upper body over to the right. If you like, take your left ankle, cross it over your right ankle, see what that's like. Breathe into your left rib cage. And we'll come on back to center. Nice. Let your knees bend. Let your arms release. Coming into that bridge a couple more times, with or without the arms this time. You decide. Let your hips lift, maybe let your arms float. It's up to you. Drop your hips down, arms come down. So this is our upside down bit. If you prefer to do a plow or a shoulder stand or legs up the wall without a wall, feel free to do that. Good. And then shift your hips a little over to the right. Let your knees drop to the left. Maybe open your arms wide. If you want a little bit more stretch, you could take your bottom leg and cross it over your top knee. Yeah. And then go ahead and release that. Let your knees float back to center. Shift your hips over to the left. Let your knees drop to the right. Option of taking the bottom leg and crossing it over the top leg. Good. Let that go. Come on back to center. Take both knees, draw them into your chest. You could stay right there. You could circle the knees one direction and then the other. You could come into happy baby. Yeah, and then wherever you are, go ahead and release that. Draw your knees into your chest one more time. And let your feet drop to the floor. Option to come into Shavasana, fully flat on the floor, or to stay in constructive rest. And then just like at the beginning of class, just let your body be heavy. Do a little check-in from the top of your head to the bottoms of your feet. It's always the goal to walk out of here feeling a little better than when we came in. See if you can feel your beating heart. And then turn your attention to your breath. Notice that each in-breath is a receiving, each out-breath is a letting go. Just allow your belly to rise and fall. Good. Stay here one more breath. And bring a little gentle movement back to your body. Might feel nice to let the knees bend and sway, or take another stretch. Shake out your wrists. And then make your way to one side. And when you're ready, slowly help yourself to sitting. May we dwell in safety. May we be happy and healthy. May we be at peace. Namaste. Thank you for coming today. Thanks, Zoomies.